For example, there are studies who really demonstrate that one negative thought has much more power over our feelings than a positive thought. In other words, there is a 1-to-4 ratio, that up to 1-to-10 ratio actually, in order to equalize it again. In other words, if you have a negative thought, you have to have at least 4-to-10 positive thoughts to equalize it again. Think about when you are confronted with a very tough situation, or you get very, very bad news. What do we usually do? Usually we dwell on it. We get very angry, we get very narrowed down, and everything is basically hard. And it feels like we are lost. On the other hand, if we get a positive news, we feel enlightened, we feel like energized, and we feel like we can take on really the day and the world. Therefore, we get into actions. On the other hand, if we feel very negative, then we don't take any action. So we just basically, our head is just spinning and you're just thinking of the worst possible outcomes. And therefore, we have to change it and we have to address it accordingly in order for us to really live an empowered and meaningful life. So why is it important? Well, first and foremost, it is just practical because you know that you can do it. You know that if you do it and just dare it, even if you don't get it right at first, you know that you're on the right path, because ultimately life is all about the process.